Hello, hello everyone, CryptidPrincess here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Had time to recuperate and deal with that, so let's get into it. With that, I depart the club room, make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of the girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, poetry right. You have unlocked a special poem. Sure. Can you hear me? Ha! Fucking no! Oh, that was right in my ear. Oh, I hated that. Okay, perfect. Gibbs, pure, unrequited, agonizing, anger, heaven sent, rainbow, vibrant, blanket, jump, family, disarray, unending, philosophy, incongruent, death, fester, sunset, variance. Fuck, that was right in my ear, that giggle, and I did not like it. Hi again, Gasper. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ooh, I was close, bitch. I was close. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last... Oh, I still have goosebumps on my sides right now. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for... Your face was not okay. Thanks for keeping your promise, Casper. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst in literature when you're not accustomed to it. Natsuki! I am, like, not okay right now. Oh, come on, like, he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Monika? Monika? Monika, you are in front of the text box, and I, like, oh, it looks like you guys are on the same. Nope, you guys aren't. Natsuki certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself to Monika manga's literature. Swiftly defeated Natsuki, plus back in her seat. I'm sorry, Casper. Wait. The fucking background's tilted. I think it's tilted. And Yuri's like really close. Oh my god, the background is like zooming in, I think. Oh, we'll make, you should just put, anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you have an interest in picking a book to read. Well, I can't really say no to either, like you said, I'm in this club now, so you keep getting closer. Ask, wait, do you mean like that? If you don't really want to, then forget I say anything. No, it's not, I want to be part of this club. So if I don't read often, I'd have to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? Oh, I feel like slight motion. I just feel like, well, as vice president and all, that I should hope you get started on something you like. Yuri reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention if you know you should read, and we could, discuss it if you want. How is this girl actually being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read it. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. I feel like you're getting bigger. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you Fuck. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities. Doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. I feel like there was a voice in the background just then. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Definitely start reading it soon. Glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about? Well, I look at the cover of the book. Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that turned into a human experiment prison, and people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. Is that the plot of Markov? But the faculty gets worse, breeding, cutting off limbs. It sounds like Outlast. I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story, so the dark turn came out of nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Casper? I actually personally am. Don't worry, I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri's into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just this kind of story. It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Ow. Sorry, had to get out my notebook. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. Oh, what? Hang on. Oh, you don't show me that. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Hang on, I'm going to change the text speed to slow. So if something happens, I'm aware. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading right... Yes, I mean, you don't have to, but what do you say? Let me just get to the book. I put it about right as if I say it right. Supposed to next series. Yeah, are you sure? Seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. I'm just crazy. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright, I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading company. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulders. I read it's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling's somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just breathing in the feeling of your body heat. Yuri, you don't have to apologize. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book between the two of them. I suppose. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean into it a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like our left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh, this is cute. Yep, totally normal. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after flipping it to her side, but in holding like this, we're huddling even closer as before. It's actually kind of distracting me. I need some water. Hang on. Fuck. So if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry, I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Glance over at Yuri's face and our eyes meet. I don't know. Oh, her eye moved. Hi. How I'll be able to keep up with her? That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? Look at that little smile. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. So you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asked me already. Said I just assumed she finished the page for me, so I turned in her own volition. We continue the chapter. Silence, even so turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a little silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Oh, that face makes me uncomfortable. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. Ah, that's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? No, never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Ah ha ha. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since I started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth is that about? Casper, did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd start without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back in my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? Not to Monica. I told Natsuko I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with hers first. Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions. So easy, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I just need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Ah, yes. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah. Told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated stuff, so people don't actually take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that you put more weight on the wordplay, like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. Whew. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care about how old I was, but not too proud that I would take that away from her. I'm so stressed right now. Monica. Hi, Casper. Having a good time so far? No. I am terrified and have goosebumps all over my body. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Can you stop making Yuri glitch out? That'd be great. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, I guess. Ha ha ha. Don't worry, Casper. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier we're learning to get past together soon. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Monica, my poem. Great job, Casper. I was going over my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind... I did not mean to press that. I don't mean that in a bad way, though. Oh, I see what I pressed. But sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. Spends so much time in her own head, that's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interactions, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time? Suddenly a door opens. Yuri! Ooh, you got big. I'm back. Did I miss anything? No, not really. Well, we started sharing our poems. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more than glad that you took the time you needed. Alright, thanks, Monica. Suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident. I have to sound confident. I see. Well, let's read it. Hole in wall. He wasn't looking at me, confused, frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on a flat sheet of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right. It's right there. He's right there, swallowing my fears. I brandish my pen. That is the trash truck. That's the dump truck. Okay. So what do you think? It's very freeform, that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yep, popular, yep. Some kind of epiphany. Sure, whatever you're gonna tell yourself. Maybe everyone's better being friends with each other? Right tip of the day! Then you'll never make progress, or it's gonna sort of tidy up. If you keep your pen in the same spot, you just move your hand, go with the flow. That's my advice. Thanks for listening. Yerby. I noticed your eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say life curves ends up covering her face? Woo, he's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting nervous for? Ahaha. Takes a breath. I'm like so scared more shit's gonna happen. What kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment. This is actually my first time. Yuri stares at me blankly and looks at the poem again. Well, I know that. I just know that Yuri's trail is fine excuse. She traced her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there's specific writing, typical. Okay, yeah, about. Yeah. Okay, this is just her telling me about writing. There are so many different skills to write a simple poem, not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together. It's probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. Just hope that everyone in the class gives you valuable feedback. Not so you can be a little biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process. Yep. Okay, same poem. I'm not rereading it. You do not have terrible handwriting, kiddo. You're fine. That's because I'm just really bad at writing. Yes. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. No, not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts? Hoo. I just a story about ghosts. Really? I must have totally missed the point. They usually do more than simple storytelling. In this case, perhaps the subject's poem was only symbolic compared to a ghost lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, left with nothing. Some more solemn. I hadn't even thought about that. It's impressive. It's nothing really. Okay, well, I need to stop this episode here, so we're just gonna yes. Just nice little Yuri here to stop on this note. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like this video, hit like. If you like to see more, hit subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video of whatever I make. I love you. Bye.